What's good, YouTube? This your man Spiel Dog. Man, this dude Teofimo Lopez, man, he really just showing that I ain't is if you notice his father over the last few years that he been in the, been kind of in the press as far as boxing. It ain't too hard to see that maybe he ain't wrapped too tight because Pop Show act like he ain't. And what Teofimo issue is, he mad at everybody because he got his ass whooped by Kambosis. Did nobody tell you to go out there and get your ass whooped? That's what happened to him. And now you want to be mad at ESPN. You want to be mad at these brothers that's not losing fights. You want to be mad at everybody except Tate, pointing at the two people who got the most blame for your failure. You and your pops, because that's who traded you. Now, it's been. I'm not the only one. There's been plenty of people saying that it looked like he probably need to get somebody else to train him. Sometimes, your father or like it could be like somebody that's not very that haven't been in professional boxing that long. They can get you there, but sometimes you need somebody to take you on over the top. But I don't think this really got nothing to do with this. This is all up in his head. That boy got knocked down a few times and it just seemed like whatever happened to him with Kambosis is in his head, and he ain't been able to get it out of there. If you go back and look at, I ain't never been big on Teofimo because it happened too fast. I mean, he beat, I think, what was that, Richard Comey or somebody like that. I don't know how he got fast. I don't remember exactly how he got fast tracked in that fight with Lomachenko, but I never felt like that was enough to just certify him for the way he was acting and talking at the time. And talking about the takeover or something like that. You gotta beat more than one or two good fighters for me to start jumping up and clapping my hands. And as we can see, this is why. Hey, it don't matter. The post with Donald Trump, I don't got no problem with that. But what he doing is, everything he doing just make him look bad. And you better. And when you get in the ring with Josh Taylor, he probably finna knock your ass out. And this time out of boxing, cause see the way you acting, this ain't gonna make no big promoter really want to be bothered with you. It's not, and you definitely ain't gonna better go out on your own and pick up enough steam, because you rubbing too many people the wrong way, and people not gonna want to be associated with that. The dudes that you tripping on, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, you ain't better than none of them. And if you was, you wouldn't have lost that fight to Kambosis. Dev to beat him twice. Easy. Easy. And you should have, at least I thought. And then when you look at, I ain't never been crazy about his defense, but I always felt like I felt like he could have been, I felt like he had what it take to be great. I mean, I ain't gonna take that from him. But I always thought he was way too big to be at 135. But I was always impressed with his athleticism and at one time his attitude. What's the saying that you really find out what a person made of in crisis more than when you on top. Everybody a good winner. Everybody is a good winner. How do you lose if that time come? And you see how he lose. He can't accept it. I don't think he forgot how to fight within the end, but whatever problem he having, it's up here. It's up in his head. And I think he was enjoying all the praise and accolades he got, but he rose fast and he crashed fast. That's why sometimes it's best to work your way to the top. I ain't saying he didn't work hard. That ain't what I'm saying at all. But I mean, he didn't have a lot of. I didn't think he had enough fights to be in no big title fight like he was. And I don't think Bob Arum and all them thought he would beat Lomachenko. I don't think they thought that. Once he made, when he beat Lomachenko, what he should have done was tried to fight somebody like Devin Haney or something like that instead of going the so-called easy route, because it really ain't no easy route in boxing, because the minute you take somebody lightly, look what happened. Same way with Tyson and Buster Douglas. Ain't no, everybody know Mike Tyson a better fighter than Buster Douglas, but he got you, but you still got to prepare for him. Like still another professional, grown man on the other side of that ring, who you don't know how bad he wants something. And that's when it come down to a boxer. Who wanted the most a lot of times, because everybody, if you'd have made it to a certain level, everybody talented. But as far as I'm sitting, from where I'm sitting at, I ain't that surprised with how he acted, because, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. He is his father's son, so maybe he was able to hold it together during the good times, but not the bad times coming out, and he acted, he is his father's son. I ain't never been crazy about his father. I ain't never had nothing against him, but I just felt like he was somewhat. I just wasn't crazy about him. I didn't go no farther than that. But I did respect what he did with his son, and I still respect what him and his son has done together. But what Teofimo got to do is stop trying to blame everybody for what happened to him. Take responsibility and go in there correct it. As simple as that. Hey, ain't no sense in taking shots at this one and that one and saying shit that ain't gonna help your career none. And you gonna have to fight some of these dudes at some point, and look like they mentally stronger than you. See, this thing ain't all about talent. Sometimes you gotta have it up there too to get to the top level in this boxing game. And people that ain't mentally strong, they will get exposed in this sport, and that might be what's happening to Teofimo right now. I'm not exactly sure, but from where I'm sitting, look like evidently upstairs he ain't all there, because the stuff he doing it's not endearing to it's not helping you none. From what I'm saying, don't like it's helping you none, and you ain't finna get it. This dude you finna get in there with, Josh Taylor. I doubt very seriously he coming to lose to you. So you gonna have to beat him. And I don't know if I always felt like Teofimo, a very athletic guy. I thought he was. I still think he probably real talented. It's either he need to get another trainer, or it's in his head, or both. But and stop getting mad and stop doing all this stupid shit. What you should do, and just stay focused on getting back on top. If you let all this go, who knows? You might be good enough to do that. You just might be. I don't know. It all happened too fast for me. I never was on board with this Teofimo thing like that. I never co-signed. If you go back, I made some tapes a few years ago when it first happened, and I said I ain't sure about this. It was just too fast for me, And as I think I was right on this one, because he done crashed and burned. It looked like we will see in the next. I know the last fight I seen him in didn't look good at all. The last didn't look good at all. Didn't look like the Teofimo that we all know. So maybe whatever was in his head, maybe he worked through it in that last fight, and he finna show us something when he get in the ring with Josh Taylor. And for him and his family's sake, I hope so. Once again, I ain't never been no big fan of his. So how his career go don't matter to me one bit. But I would say this: whatever happened, he did this to himself. Evidently you took Kambosis lightly. This what happened, and it look like he just can't get over it. But he gonna have to, because what you doing now ain't helping you out none. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. To the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.